I still hear it.
Okay, that was me putting my phone down. I don't know why
it's very sensitive.
my thing, it's very sensitive right now, so.
I don't know why. I gotta put my blanket on. Can you hear that?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
No. I'm trying to listen.
Can you hear this?
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Yes, it's Mary. We're just doing
This
a little.
This is the episode where we just do sound checks.
Check. Well, I'm using those Apple headphones, and I can never, like the old school ones that still have the string. And like really old school, the string has an actual headphone jack instead of a lightning or whatever it is. And I could never remember if there was actually a microphone on them, but I think there is. Is this louder?
It is. I assume you got closer to your microphone.
I did. Should have put my video on so you could see.
So what was for dinner? No, our listeners are wondering.
Caribbean jerk wings and coconut rice.
Wow.
It was really good. But it took me a long time because it was such a mess, and then my hands were all like sticky, and I had to wash them, so I got really far behind my schedule. So that's why I was 10 minutes late. 10 to 11 minutes late. But.
Because your hands were sticky.
Because my hands were sticky. Yes. Among other things. I had a lot going on. What else? What's new with you, Daniel?
What is new with me?
Have you been to the Capitol since, it's been shooken up?
It's been shooken up?
Yeah.
That's
the kids are calling it.
That's the kids are calling it?
Yeah.
I was in D.C. I wasn't near the how close was I to the Capitol? Hold on. I'm going to look
or the White House.
Yeah, let me see how close I was to anything that you're talking about. I kind of know where I was.
I can hear you typing. This is very intense.
I am not typing, actually. I am zooming on my phone's map.
Wow, where is your microphone?
Something is going on here.
I could hear it so intensely.
Here. Is that better? That's gotta be better.
I mean, do some tests.
Okay.
No, I still hear it.
What's that?
But it's not so bad. Maybe I'm just.
I hope it's not too loud. As long as it's not too loud.
No, it's not too loud. It's just, it's like, who's tapping? That's all.
Okay. Let's see. Where was I when it all went down?
And what went down?
I'm just kidding. No. Oh. I was, you know what? I wasn't that far away from the Capitol. I was.
Were you at the White House?
No, the White House is on the other side.
Were you at
you know what? I'll be generous. I was between the Capitol and the White House.
Okay.
Recently.
I've been there.
You've been there?
I've been to that exact space. Yeah. Yeah, just curious. I don't know. But it's pretty weird. Yesterday, I just had yesterday was Drew's birthday, so we did birthday dinner for him at my grandparents' house, and everyone got all weird and doom and gloom, and people were talking about stockpiling things at the grocery store, and I was like, y'all sound like doomsday preppers right now. Like,
Mary, I have 300 avocados.
What?
my kitchen right now. I'm
Are you
kidding.
okay?
I'm kidding.
Ooh, but that brings me to
Avocados
a
don't
really.
even last that long. They
I
last
don't
like
know.
a few
I don't know.
days.
You could have been freezing them. I don't know. My stepmom got me all freaked out. She was like, I have been stockpiling toilet paper and all these things. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's happening? I didn't know I was preparing for this. I thought I was just preparing for other things. But in all seriousness, what's it been like at the federal government in your employment?
Right. I can only speak so much because
What?
there are Doge employees outside my apartment right now
Are you
with
serious?
guns, snipers,
I
ready to
don't
shoot
believe
me
you.
if I say the wrong thing. All I'll say is, all hail the leader.
Oh, leader. Which one do
No,
you
okay, I'll be
consider the
serious
leader,
here.
though? For real.
Huh?
Which one do you consider the leader?
Yes. Anyway,
Go
I will
on.
say, I work for a small agency,
Okay.
so, we have 3,000 employees.
That's
For reference, like,
a lot.
a lot of the bigger ones are well over 100,000.
Whew. Yeah.
So we're like the big one, like VA, Social
Yeah.
Security. Those ones are all over 100,000. Anyway,
Whew.
and I work for a very small one, so we kind of are able to scoot by. But also, my management has been very supportive and open.
Oh.
They're they're very transparent. They're like, hey, we don't know what's going on, and we've had a lot of town halls, we've had a lot of meetings with management. They've been very willing to, listen to our questions, whether they can answer them or not. So I would say they've done a great job.
That's good.
And the words that they're saying seems to sound like they're going to fight for us.
Oh.
As much as they can, obviously.
Like to not
There's
be
only so much.
cut.
Oh yeah, I wasn't given complete assurance because you never know, but they said like,
Sure.
yeah, we took all the employees and we wrote a pretty substantial basis for, wanting to keep everyone. But also my specific job is considered a critical skill set.
That's good. It does
So,
seem critical, I will say.
well,
Nuclear.
but more so like
Nuclear energy.
it's not, you can't just hire someone off the street to do my job. Like it's very specialized. That's
Yeah.
what it means.
That's true.
That's what they mean. It's like, if you want to do my job, it's like a lot of training, a lot of that sort of stuff. It's not as replaceable. So
that's good.
so like for me specifically, but then like on the other stuff. But yeah,
what's the vibes?
So,
like,
I
are
said,
the vibes bad?
Oh yeah, there's like the union chat, which is usually
really
not that active.
Yeah.
It's very active.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of people have questions and stuff, and they're like printing out all their performance reviews from the past.
Oh my god.
Just in case, because, I guess apparently, they may just kick you out of Access completely one day.
What?
Like that's what's going on in some of these agencies. They're
really?
I don't know if you've heard of like USAID.
No. Oh yeah, I did. AID.
Okay, well you can Google it. But yeah, they basically like.
I never called it AID. I called it AID.
I think you're supposed to. I think it's because it's anyway. Kind of like a fun, because I kind of did.
Yes.
Anyway,
I do see it.
Mary just realized it.
No, I knew that's what it meant. I see.
Anyway, like they were literally kicked out, like they couldn't show up. But like I said, the NRC is pretty small. Our budget is pretty small. It's $1 billion. It sounds like a lot, but it's really $1 billion is.
Well, I heard that all of the federal employees' salaries are relatively small compared to the whole.
The federal employee salaries collectively are 4% of the budget.
Good Lord. Yeah.
But to be fair, most of the federal budget is Social Security and Medicare. And I guess defense.
Yeah, don't forget about the military.
Well, I mean like discretionary spending. The way that the federal budget is, we're getting into the weeds now, Mary, okay?
Oh wow, we really are.
You have like discretionary
this is a government
spending.
podcast now.
And then non-discretionary spending. I think is it called mandatory spending? Whatever it's called. Where like national security things like defense is a different category, whereas like entitlements, in quotes, is like discretionary spending. So most of what you think. So like Social Security and Medicare are entitlements, right? So they're discretionary. Whereas national security, it's kind of weird how they split it up, but regardless, yeah. Anyway, yes, you're right. So defense, Social Security, and Medicare are basically all of the budget. Or it's something like, I don't want to say the wrong number, but it's a majority.
Yeah, I believe that.
There's definitely places where there's fluff in the federal budget. Obviously,
sure.
It's a $6 trillion industry essentially.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
So there's a lot of places, but yeah, I don't know. My dad, who works for a different agency, is freaking out every day. He sends me a text like, "Did you see this? Did you see this? What are you hearing? What are you hearing?"
Oh wow.
It's like, he keeps calling me, Mary. I don't know what to do. He keeps calling me.
Oof. Is he calling you right now?
No, he's not. He might though. Don't jinx it. I don't like talking to people, so this is like really tough. This is the hardest part. Is my dad keeps calling me. If people could sympathize with that for me.
Just tell him to send you a text.
Well, yeah. He works for a bigger agency. He does send me text. Maybe he thinks he's in more trouble.
Oh. Yeah.
But
I hope he doesn't work in DEI. Let me tell you.
No. And he's a white man. He's safe,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about you, though.
That's true. I got a lot of stuff going on, but they don't know about this.
Keep that under wraps. But you,
all of his,
yeah.
pretty much all of his texts are about that, or another one of his classic pastimes is, like sending me TV or movie recommendations from like 10 years ago and pretending he discovered it. I'll be like, have you heard of, this is an example. This isn't one that he said, but I'm just using it as an example. He'll be like, did you see The Office? It's great.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, yeah, I've heard of it. He'd be like, it's pretty great. You should check it out. I'm like, it's almost like he doesn't actually think he discovered it, but it's almost like.
Does he truly not realize how popular it is?
No. I mean, that's a lot of,
not
everything's The Office, but it's more like some small, like more B tier stuff.
Like, have you heard of National Treasure? Like, it's really fun.
I mean, because he has Netflix, he started to use other streaming services recently, but he primarily just does Netflix. So he'll get a lot of the stuff, he'll see years later just because that's when it goes to Netflix. Suits, when everyone was doing that, he was on that. Yeah, Suits was out on USA for 10 years ago. He's that person.
Drew also got really into Suits on Netflix, so your dad is not alone in that.
No, obviously it was a weird phenomenon that no one can explain, but that's he's like the audience. He is that audience is what I'm getting at. So
I get it.
It's always funny when he sends me. Yeah, he'll do it with movies too. He'll be like, have you heard of this? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a movie. Have you heard of Moonlight or something? I don't know. I was trying to think of a movie 7 years ago.
La La Land.
Yeah, La La Land?
Oh, that's funny.
I don't think so either of those. Anyways,
Probably
so that's what he says.
If they were on Netflix, maybe he would have.
That's true. If they were on Netflix. He just started Max, and I can't get him into Hulu. I don't know why.
Hulu's got good TV.
They do.
They have good movies.
And then, like Peacock, that's too much for him.
No. Peacock that's pushing it. I've got Max and the worst tier of Hulu, the one that has all the ads.
Extra ads?
Extra ads.
You can pay for extra ads. You can pay
whatever.
For more.
I only have it because it somehow comes with Spotify, I guess, or
that's good.
Came with Spotify, so I have it through that.
Disney and Spotify making a deal.
But I don't have Disney. Let the record state. Just Max, really. But we've got a lot of illegal content. A lot.
I have to, again, there are Doge snipers outside my door. I will have to report that. You're committing a crime.
I thought what's his name was all about, the free hacking, free computer stuff. I don't know. This is the computer science kids' fault, That's who gets me the illegal content, So the Doge Bros really, they're talking their own kind.
Anyway, Mary, what's going on with you? You're
Yes, go on.
you're doing stuff. You had a new job yet? It's been a couple months.
I don't like these jokes. No, I actually really like my job. It's very nice. It's a refreshing feeling. It's going well. It's hard, and the days go by really quickly because I'm very busy. But it's very fulfilling. And yeah, I like it. I think I'll stick with it at least for the next few months.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you ready to commit to a time frame on that?
My hope is forever, but we'll see.
Because these podcasts are public records, so if we can come back to this.
We can come back.
Mark the time.
I know the people always want to know what's new in my career journey, so gotta keep them updated. One exciting thing is that I'll be graduating in May from my master's program.
God, that feels like forever ago.
It is forever ago.
I think that was over 5 years?
No.
When did you
I started in August of 2022, but I graduated in May of 2021 with my undergrad. So this is
okay. So there was a gap.
There was a gap, but it is a full 3 years of my master's degree.
I was thinking of 2021. I was like, you definitely graduated in 2021. So.
I did. You're not wrong about that.
Okay. No, but I forgot, or maybe I didn't realize that there was a gap.
I took a whole year off because I wasn't.
It just seems like you've been doing this your whole life.
It does. I've been in school for a really long time. Whenever I walked out of my exam at the end of fall semester last year, and I sent my family group chat a text. I was like, walking out of my last class, or done with the last exam of my penultimate semester, and my dad said, I'm just glad you can use the word penultimate right. And then I had to count up how many years of school or semesters of school I've been in. And I was like, well, after 17 semesters of 17 years of schooling, I would hope that I could use the word penultimate right. I forget what it was. I think I might have said 9 after 9 years of higher education, because that's what it is. Too many. And I'll only have 2 degrees to show for it. I'm not like one of those cool kids who went back for a second degree. I'll just be here with my little piddly master's in structural engineering.
There's no rush. There was never a rush.
Yeah, for sure. But also it's been giving me comfort because I am like, okay, if something happens with the economy and the whole construction industry goes under, then at least I can take my civil engineering and structural engineering talents in my master's degree and go work for the military. Surely they'll have me. I feel like when everything goes to hell, probably the military will still be hiring, and I can do some weird science stuff for them.
Why is the military like your safety net? I don't understand.
Because, if we have this whole apocalypse thing, I think that's, the one thing that will survive, So I can always go work for them. Plus, what's his name? None of them are ever gonna cut funding to the military, so they'll be fine.
Be a great way to save money.
I'm just thinking about my options here,
Okay.
I'm like, okay, what else am I gonna do? I guess I can go make bombs,
Yeah, but pretty much anyone can work for the military.
I know.
That's kind of the point.
But
that's kind of their thing.
No, but I wouldn't join the military, to be clear.
You want to be a civilian contractor?
Yes.
Or just a civilian employee? In general,
yes.
You can be non-contractor use piece of it.
Or like
you don't have to make bombs. They have a lot of different jobs in the military.
Missiles, I could do.
You could be a scheduler. You don't have. There's like tons of different things they do.
Yeah, I could do. Yeah, but yeah, I could make my way. I feel confident in my ability to get a job working in the military industrial complex, not as a soldier. Okay. Let me be very clear.
Are you sure? Because you have that grit.
That soldier's grit. Yeah, no.
I think so. I think you're very gritty.
I would not last a day in battle.
I think you're gritty, but maybe not in that respect.
No, I'm more of a fight with your words kind of person.
That's what I mean. There's a different type of grit.
I could maybe be in the military if it was insulting people. I could if that was how wars were fought. It was just petty insults. I probably could.
I don't know that you could. I think
maybe if shit talking was how wars were won, I could do that.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it is. That's the secret. Yeah. Anyway, this has all been very dark, but overall, I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to be done with school, even though I'm not done yet. But yeah, and started my new health journey for the year. It's February. Decided January is a terrible month for New Year's resolutions because you need to recover from the previous year.
So you're already procrastinating on your New Year's resolution?
No.
It sounds like. I'll take the first month off.
No. I processed the previous year and thought about what things I would like to improve upon over the whole month and thought about what things would be realistic, tried some things out, tried some other things, and now that we're in February, I'm ready to implement what worked and kill what didn't.
All right. Well, give us the highlights. What is going to work this year?
Okay. What didn't work, I'll start there, was dry January. That was a no. So I've decided that I don't think I drink enough to give up drinking, if that makes sense. Does it?
Wait, so dry January didn't work because you were already dry? That's what your reasoning is?
No.
I don't understand.
I don't think that I qualified. I don't think dry January was worth it for me because I don't think I drink enough to need to take a whole month off. So I was not doing dry January. I was doing damp January. But then I realized that damp January was just every other month. So I was like, you know what? I don't think I actually wanted to change anything. I think I'm fine. Do you follow?
I guess.
Nothing against those who do dry January. Good for them. I couldn't do it. But my whole intention was to be damp. And then I was like, what's even the point? This is just every other month. And then I realized that every month was damp. And that I think that's just okay. Moderation,
Okay. I think we've exhausted that.
Anyway, what else didn't work? Well, I was trying to have a new exercise routine. So, working on that. That's what started in February because I needed to walk to warm up to running. So, January was walking. I did a lot of walking. And now I'm running slowly running. But that's pretty much it. I did implement a weekly walk with one of my friends. Every Thursday evening, we go on a weekly walk. It's very fun, very nice, and it's a good way. I'm trying to build, trying to do habit building. Don't get to the point where I never see my friends, or I only see my friends once every few weeks, because then each time I see them feels like it needs to be right now. It's like, I should just build it into my regular schedule so that it's not like each hangout has to be like, here's what you missed in the last 2 months of my life. It's just a weekly catch up and you're just up to date on people's lives and you get to talk, which is nice. That's my favorite way to keep up with people.
Interesting. So you want a weekly catch up with your friends. As opposed to several months in between. Okay. Interesting.
Yes, but with the big caveat that it has to be coupled with a healthy habit. Like walking. So my weekly walk is a walk and it's also catching up with a friend. It's doubling up, you know? But I know what you're getting at.
I'm trying to think of a habit we could develop together.
You just have to think of something that we can, there's something that we can do together. Other than, talk to Skype,
Yeah, well.
It's not a healthy habit.
It's not unhealthy though.
It's neutral at best.
Yeah, it's neutral. We're gonna workshop that.
Yeah, we could start working in like some yoga in it.
Yeah, okay.
The yoga podcast. It's just audio. I think we're onto something. I think, you know what? Probably no one's ever done that before. All the yoga I can think of is image-based, video-based. So we might be the first to have just audio media yoga podcast. Think on it.
Okay.
Anyway, that's enough on my What were your New Year's resolutions? Did you keep any of them?
No, I don't do that. I just try to be better.
That's cool.
Let's see.
That's really noble of you.
I'm
journaling too. That was less of a New Year's resolution, more of a recommendation from my psychiatrist.
Interesting. I thought you already did that.
No.
I think I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, I'm not normally a journaler, but I just do a little bit every morning. She says I need to come up with my goals for the day, and they can be like very, 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 very simple and attainable. Like,
why don't you give us an example? What were your goals today?
Today, I actually didn't have any, so that's a bad example.
Okay, we can work on here. That tomorrow's goal is set goals for the day.
But common ones are take a shower, wash my face, have yogurt for breakfast.
Mary, I gotta stop you there.
Get oat milk in my coffee.
Hold on. You have to remind yourself, you have to set a goal to shower?
Well, no, sometimes it's just, they're very, 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 very simple, attainable goals. It's just like, okay, what am I gonna do today that will make me feel like it's a good day? Take a shower.
I understand. It just seems a little sad that you have to say that one of your goals is wash your face.
Tell that to my psychiatrist. Okay, that was another resolution this year, was to have a better skincare routine. Because I would get really lazy sometimes and not always wash my face before bed. Which is like, a crime where I'm from. In acne hell. So yeah, sometimes that's my goal, is wash my face, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm not gonna feel ashamed. And you know what? Dr. Judith is proud of me, so.
I'm proud of you too, Mary. It sounds like you are making progress. Not today, but you are generally making progress.
Not today.
Well,
Today
you said you didn't have any goals today, so we can't just sidestep that one. You know?
Bad example.
You have to own up to your failures too.
That's right. It's not every day, but it's most days. I try to do.
Although we're recording this on February 3rd, which means if you started these in February.
No, I started these in January. Well, it wasn't even, I started them in mid-January after I had my my monthly psychiatrist appointment. She told me to start journaling. So, here we are. She told me. She said she does her goals, and sometimes her goal is order Starbucks. And that's her goal for the day. And that's it. I don't know if goals is really the right word for it. It's like...
Yeah.
She referred to it as, what is something I can do today that will make me feel fulfilled? So, do with that what you will. Maybe you should incorporate some of that into your own routine.
Yeah, I am very unfulfilled.
We could all always be more fulfilled, you know. There's always room for improvement.
Maybe you should leave the podcast off on that note then.
Already? It's only been 32 minutes.
It feels like I forgot we started late. Yeah.
We did start late.
We can keep going. Do you have anything?
No. I've said enough.
Okay.